Oh, that's the bottom. Dude. Ah, there she is. It got heavy and it just felt a little spongy.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Buddy Josh drove down from St. Louis, 2-something hour drive, and we're at Lake of Egypt, obviously. We're the only person that has launched in a couple days. I mean, first tracks right there, snow on the ground, 30 degrees out here, bluebird skies, winds blowing. We're going fishing, man. We are going fishing. We're gonna see what happens. So Josh, how was backing the boat down on a completely snowed, iced boat ramp? Any problems?
No problems. We got about 2 or 3 inches of soft snow on top.
Yeah.
Now, once that disappears, there will be some problems.
Hopefully.
But right now, we should be fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the good things about having an aluminum boat. It's not so heavy. It kind of comes in and out of the water.
It's a very shallow ramp.
Yeah, that's right.
If we were going down something a little more sketchy, like the Ozarks or something, it might be.
Table Rock.
Yeah, it might be moving down towards the water too fast.
That's what I'm saying. You need a pet squirrel to get up there. That right there, folks, was a key cast. Josh launched a Megabass Vision 110 +1, or maybe +2, like 20 feet up in the tree, had a spinning rod, the wind caught it, he had his gloves on, he tried to slow it down, but he just couldn't feather it enough. We hadn't had a bite before that. As soon as he sacrificed that jerkbait to the fishing guides, things changed. Shake your head. There you go.
I was like, where'd my bait go? He just grabbed it, swimming up me.
Show it to the camera.
Crocagator.
Oh, crocagator? Crocagator?
Oh, crocagator.
Swamp bug, beaver bug.
Little beaver bug. He barely even had him hooked. Didn't even penetrate the rest of the bait. He's cold, boy. Cold. One of the Alabama guys coming saying at 25 pounds. Buddy for him. The other guy was fishing in the same area.
Nice. There you go. There you go. That's a keeper.
Yeah.
Good work, brother.
Thumped it a little bit.
Swamp bug.
Cold tag in his mouth.
10 horse Monty guide service. That's a good one.
Yeah. He's cold.
Good work, brother.
Cold.
Mm.
Yeah, he hit.
It's a shaky head day.
Actually, yeah.
Did he? Somewhere. Being stubborn with that jig. Oh yeah, I like that. What is that? Magic crawl or something? There he is. Yep. Decent fish. Decent. I got it. See how he's all spotted up?
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta keep moving around until you find him. That's another keeper. Come here, buddy.
I mean, that was the next chance that there's called for?
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, nice. There we go.
Yeah, that's 2 good ones.
Cool, man. Found him on the windy point. Yeah, guys. Man, that sucker is straight up out of prison. Inked up, man. Fresh ink, baby. There we go. Winter fishing. You got to keep moving around. We've been kind of just hunting and pecking. Pulled up on one point. We've caught 2 fish off this one point. It's a good fish. Look at the markings on that fish. Beautiful. Love it. Just caught that on a 3/8 ounce Cumberland Pro caster. Got some old school pork on there, baby. Thanks to Uncle Ron. Maybe things are warming up. Well, maybe the fishing's warming up. The temperature's definitely not warming up. But it didn't feel bad out here. Got sun on here, a little bit of wind. It's a good day. Anytime you can get out here and the water temperature is 37 degrees and catch a few fish, nothing but love. Yeah, I was popping that thing, and he thumped it, and I'm like, is that a bite? And I reeled down, and it was heavy. That's all it was.
Dude, mine literally was up on the bank. I barely moved it, and I mean, like, it felt like
another bait that put some fish in the boat for me was a black and blue jig. This is the Cumberland Pro Caster jig, 3/8 ounce jig. It's fishing it on 15-pound test. Got a 7-foot medium heavy Falcon Care rod and just a loose 7-to-1 gear ratio reel. But what I did with this Procaster is I gave it that little finesse cut on the skirt. Simple to do, gives it that really small profile, and I think it actually puts out a little bit more water displacement because, you know, this little bit of a fringe is pushing against the water. But I was running a pork chunk on there, old school Uncle Josh pork rind, the number 11 in black. And one thing you can do to increase the hookup ratio and keep that pork from rolling over is just take a little piece of worm right here and run it along the shank of the hook, and your pork frog is going to sit right there, sit out here. But this, I got several bites on this, missed a few fish, and did actually manage to connect with a few fish. It's fun fishing pork in the wintertime. Some people are big believers in the pork, some people are not.
Everybody could catch them when they're biting a piece of pork, you know.
Right.
You know, heck, you can throw a pine cone out there and catch them on the back of a jig for the most part when they're eating pork. Now I'm gonna really piss some people off saying that, because there's still some people that's really super glad that pork came back out. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is my opinion of it, pork was out just long enough to tell me, okay, it doesn't make a difference, you know. But my son still believes in it. You know, he still carries a couple jars of pork around with him. He just swears that when the water is really, really cold, that they might hang on to it a little bit better. And I tell him, you know, well, just take your gloves off so you can feel better. Oh yeah, he hates it when I say that, but you know, it's one of those deals. You know, I don't feel like it's that big an asset as you know, way back when you didn't have anything else. You know, yep, you throwed pork because it does have a nice flowing action. But if my jig's sitting on the bottom, there ain't no flowing action. So that's when I like that piece of rubber floating up off the bottom and giving them claws, you know. So we all have our opinions, but
I tend to think it does have its advantages. I think it holds scent really good. You know, it's got that big fat, that pork fat in there, and I think it just holds onto that scent. When you're fishing real slow in cold water, sometimes that is an advantage.
yeah, that's fun, man. We'll do this out there. Yeah, got some shoulders to him. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't swing him.
Huh?
Need help?
Yeah, well, I got 10 pounds. I'll better not swing him. We're about to give up on him.
Come on, baby, open your mouth. There you go. That's a good one, bro. Good one. Good work, man. Good work.
We're about to give up on him.
Nice.
I'm talking about quarter-ounce traps.
Nice, man. Nice.
Dude, that's a 4-pounder.
That's a good. That's a good one for Lake Egypt.
In here?
What you got there, man?
A decent old fish.
Nice. Nice Lake Egypt fish, man. Up shallow, huh?
Yeah, up on that top of that bridge.
Beautiful fish. That swamp or that beaver bug again?
Yeah. You wanted this?
Little bitty bait, folks.
Little bitty bait.
They like little stuff in the wintertime. That's a good one, man. Yeah, we can weigh that. I think I actually do got a scale in here somewhere. 5'2", 5'2", folks. Look at that, 5'2". Good job, Josh. That's a good one.
Good fish.
It's a good one.
I knew you'd be close to that.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty. Yeah, I'm sure they are. There he is. Swim jig. Dude, he hammered it. Oh, you didn't have to do that, man. God, you didn't have to do that. That's another keeper.
Yeah.
Nice.
He had right the boat, didn't he?
Yeah. There we go. Swim jig, 37-degree water. That is the coldest swim jig fish I have ever caught. That's awesome, man. Thanks for the help. Look at there, guys. Little Cumberland Pro swim jig. Kitech on there, slow rolling it. 37-degree water. I don't know, man. You just never know.
Right at the boat.
Right at the boat, man. That was a good bite, too. Awesome.
The swim jig's something I've been throwing around a little bit more this winter than I have in the past. Normally, when the water gets into the 40s, when it drops into the 40s, I put it away and I don't really pick it back up until spawn, post-spawn, once it gets back up into the 50s. But this winter, I've been kind of sampling it around, and today, it was awesome. I caught that fish in 37-degree water. The swim jig was the Cumberland Pro True Track swim jig. This is a 1/2 ounce, and I think this is their Ghost Shed color. Nice hook, nice weed guard, runs really well. Check them out. But I had like a 3.8 Kitech. I think this is a Kitech. It might be a Hawgz Custom Baits. I'm not sure what swim bait it is. But bigger swim bait, slow rolling it really, really, really slow. Just ticking the tops of the grass. There was a little bit of grass out in that point, and I was just kind of letting it flutter on the top of the grass. When I feel it hit, I'd kind of just give it a little bit of a shake or a shimmer, put a little English on it, and just roll it up. But slow as I could possibly roll it. The fish hit. It's a standard tick, you know, they got light. And when I set up on that fish, I mean, it came at the boat 100 miles an hour. So even in cold water, when you hook those fish, they still come alive. And it's like the water's 65 degrees. They just light up. 15-pound test, 7-foot, medium heavy action rod, and like a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel.
Yeah. Look at that. There's a rattle trap on there. Nice. I'm not the only one that had problems with that root. Oh, missed him. I was holding my rod like straight up. Pulled down on it. It's a good sign. Good sign. There's some rock up in here. Good feeling stuff. I'm like 90% sure that's a fish. Get in the boat. Good job, man.
Outside.
Yep.
Got him from the outside of the mouth.
Get him however you can.
Get him. He had it by the head, grabbed it by the head, and stuck him up. Little big guy.
Dude, he was chewing on it. He was chewing on it. He's chewing on it, boys. A small keeper. They're on the points, man. Ain't no doubt about it. With the motor running even. Didn't matter. There you go. He ate that sucker. Little jig snatcher. Boom. Black and blue jig, little pork chunk, Cumberland Pro. Yes, sir. Good stuff. My trolling motor batteries are going down, so we had the motor running, and that fish still picked it up with the motor running. I don't know. Fish are crazy.
I don't know if you're hung up, if you had it.
No, man, he pulled down on it hard. He wanted it.
I want it. What?
That's my bait. It's my jig.
I thought it was a guy. Got him at the. Well, we might have another good one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh my god.
Dude.
There's another 5-pounder.
5-pounder.
I think he's close to 5. Can't grab him today with her hands being cold. Whoa, we're putting on a clinic today, son.
Crockett gator in the house.
Crockett gator. Got him in the mouth.
Yo, beaver bug, man.
Dude, they're up so shallow.
Yeah. 4-4.
440.
4-4.
Huh. Ooh, that's close.
Almost. Nice one. 4-4.
We got a 502 and a 440 today. Thanks to
It was a 5.2.
5.2.
Yeah, 5.2.
5.2. 4.4. All right. Thanks to the old 10 cup money. God service.
I had no idea if we'd catch anything at all. Another bite. Missed him. He actually tink tink took my damn tail off.
He ripped it off?
Yeah, look at that. It's beaverless. Little sucker took my tail right off. There's a bite. Yeah, little guy. Man, they come fast to the boat, man. Yep. There we go, he ate it. That's how you want him to eat it. All right, good day out here on the lake. Throwing the old crocodigator, beaver bug.
Got five fishing.
That's right, that's right. It's a crocodigator day. Beaver bug, if you can find them. Crocodigator baits. Just throwing on a little 3/16 ounce shaky head, 8-pound test.
Oh,
you get a bit too?
Yeah.
We're around them now.
I missed it.
There we go. Fun, fun, fun.
He barely grabbed it.
This right here, folks, was the star of the show. This is the crocodigator beaver bug. I like finesse stuff. I love finesse stuff, especially in the winter time. You got to downsize. I showed you that jig, that Cumberland Pro caster jig. Cut the skirt down, finesse it out, put a small trailer on there. Same thing applies to shaky head. Got something really unique like this. It's kind of got that centipede look. It's got that beaver type tail, you know, paddle tail, I guess you would call that, but it has limited action when it's still, but when you do move it a little bit, it kind of flutters. It's just got a real nice action for those cold water fish. Josh was crushing them on this thing. I was throwing my little fish doctor, had a couple bites on that, but it was obvious that this is what they wanted for the day. It's like a green pumpkin blue swirl. It's got a little bit of blue there on the tail. These are hard to find. They've been sold out, but I think if you get back on the website, if you're looking to pick up some of these, I think they've got them back in stock. He was throwing it on a 1/4 ounce head. I was throwing it on a 3/16. You know, normally I like an 1/8 ounce for this small stuff, but when you got something that's got a flat side on it and a little bit bigger body, you want to bump up your jig head size. So 3/16 to 1/4 ounce will get that done. And 8-pound test is what I was throwing it on. Josh was throwing it on 10-pound test. He was throwing it on a bait caster. I was throwing it on a spinning rod. This thing was the deal. They just wanted this. That's the way it is. There's certain days when they really show a preference for a certain bait. Josh caught several good ones. He caught the biggest fish of the day. You know, I was kind of being THM guide service, giving him proper boat position, letting him set up on the fish. I'm just kidding. He just got it done. But that's what they wanted.
I think I catch one while I'm laying down. Looks like I ain't doing nothing. That's the only problem I got, my damn back. Like when I fish, I gotta have a seat up front. I can't stand all day.
Off that little brush pile. That's a little one. Yeah, he's a little guy. He's wallering though. He was wallering.
Hey, Carol.
There we go. Get in the boat, buddy.
Number 9.
Number 9, man. Crocodigator, baby. There you go. There it is.
That's number 10, right?
That's been, I don't know. We'll do. We got them all on there.
Yeah, I think you caught 8, then I caught 9. Right after you caught that one, I think that's 10.
That's the deal, folks, right there.
Yeah.
That little sucker right there. That little tail.
No action tail.
Another key to our success today was fishing shallow. The big fish came shallow. Most of our fish came shallow. Less than 5 feet. 37-degree water temps. Visibility was 4 to 5 feet. And those fish were up there shallow. The sun had been shining for 3 days. I think this was the 3rd day of full sunshine. There's been ice on and off the lake. Sunshine is the key to life. Some of these areas will freeze for a day and then they'll thaw, and then you get several days of sunshine and it will cause those fish to pull up shallow. There's crawfish activity, there's bluegill activity, pre-spawn is coming. The fish want to get up there, warm their eggs up, and they just want to be warm. They just want that sun beating them on the back just to warm up that core temperature a little bit. They're cold-blooded animals. That sun just feels good. That was the key. Fishing shallow. A lot of times you think you need to be out deep in the winter. Not true. 37-degree water, those fish were up there in 5 feet or less. Some of them were up there in like 3 feet, right on the outside of the grass, just fishing this thing real slow. Sometimes it was just sitting, just dead sticking, and you'd feel a little bite.
There he is. Better fish, a little bit better. Oh, feels like it. Nah. Taking a head, baby. He's sitting right on that channel drop. Right, man, they're so freaking thick right now.
Yeah, they're eating good.
Go.
Eating good, boy.
Folks, this is fun. This is fun. Wintertime, you know, we got a bunch of snow recently. I was able to get out here with Josh, and we are having a great day. It's just, we came out here, you know, not really expecting to get bites, and it just kind of started happening.
Didn't even get on the water until 10:30.
10:30, yeah, something like that. Maybe 11, as long as it took me to get ready. But it's turned out to be a great day. Beautiful weather. You know, it's like 40 degrees. Just, you know, great February day. And catching fish just makes it that much better. Got you a good one?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This one's got all the hooks in sideways in his mouth.
That's a good one. You got him? Good job, man. That's that one we're looking for.
Yeah, he was up. I knew I felt the old jerk bait. I was like, jig just ain't doing it right now.
Good fish.
Pretty one.
Beautiful fish.
We had a hell of a day out here. I can't thank him enough for inviting me out. We've mentioned fishing a couple times.
Picked a good day to do it.
Today we just got it to work out. Supposed to be fishing the old Bass World Sports, but it got canceled because of weather, but we didn't let the weather stop us.
Heck no, brother. That's a good one. Beautiful fish.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right, folks, that's a wrap. Thanks for checking out the video. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the content. Please subscribe to the channel. And man, we had fun, dude.
We were blessed.
It was a good time. We decided to get off the water a little bit early because the parking lot's going to get slick as soon as that sun goes down. But snowy conditions, and we snatched them up, man. We had a pretty solid day. We had, I guess our best four we figured were right at 16 pounds probably.
Yeah, around 16 and around 19 for the 5.
Yeah, so anytime in the winter, I mean, it was a good day of fishing. It was fun. Like I said earlier, I didn't know if we'd even get a bite out here, and proved me wrong. But the crocodigator, the beaver bug, caught one on a jerk bait.
Yep.
Black and blue Cumberland Pro jig, and I caught a swim jig fish in 37-degree water. That was the highlight of my day.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's that beat my old record by, let's see, my old record was like 45-degree water temp, so 8 degrees or something. Pretty impressive. But that was the highlight of my trip, and fishing with this guy. Had a good time.
Yeah, I was blessed.
So
this is my 3rd trip over here. First 2 trips were not good at all. But luckily I had old guide service here today.
THM guide service, that's right. Put him on. He's good out of the back of the boat. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Oh, fish were shallow. All the big fish were caught in like less than 5 foot of water for the most part. Yeah, so even when the water temperature is 37 degrees, if that sun's out, those fish will slide up shallow.
Chase the wind.
I think they're just getting in that sun to warm up. That's all I got for you. Till next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.